We will now pass on to magnetism of the hands. The right hand of a man in the state of a normal polarization of magnetism emits a positive magnetic force. That is the energy which can, at a very short distance, turn a compass needle from its north-south direction. Therefore, if we consider the northern magnetism as positive, then we are entitled to state that the right hand of a male is positive, and his left negative. Things are just the opposite with women. In some occult traditions before World War I, and also after it, kinds of magnetometers were used in order to measure the personal magnetism of people who wished to use their powers for healing and other similar purposes. These pieces of apparatus were able to show cases, rare, where certain men and women possessed the reversed polarization of their magnetism. The magnetism of the left foot is identical with that of the right hand, while the right foot has the same as the left hand. Polarization can be changed temporarily or permanently. There are men with female polarization and women with male. The spiritual state, physical feelings, and even a conscious effort of the will may change the magnetism in our bodies. A weak pentagram is more susceptible to magnetization when it is performed by stroking or touching with hands, just like a weak magnet which gains in power in the presence of a strong one. All that we are speaking of here about occult, magic, activities is valid only when the operator is sufficiently trained. No reasonable person would expect any athletic performance from a physical weakling, no matter if theoretically he knows everything about, say, the art of boxing. He will be knocked out in the ring in the first few moments by a much less intelligent, but trained boxer, and will make no showing at all. This is the basic occult law. Returning to the efforts of the conscious man who strives to make a more perfect pentagram of himself, I would like to mention that, apart from meditation, which is like spiritual food for such a man, there is still an addition to that food, which is a strong stimulant. For primitive men, physical love widens the narrow egotistical circle of their lives into that of the family egoism. Families living closely together may form another, still wider sort of egoism, that of a clan or tribe. The next step will be so-called patriotism, or egoism on a national scale. Mental affinity and similarity of attitude also bring men together into suitable organizations, like artistic or metaphysical interests which make men create different societies, circles, and schools. So, the highest universal love directed to every living thing, to everything which manifests itself in the archetype, humanity and nature, is a potent stimulant for possession of a purposeful, evolutionary, and well-concentrated meditation, being the foremost instrument of our hermetic realization of the white race on this earth.